Hey Maya, hi Matea. What brings you guys in today?
We were just wondering if we could talk a little bit about the grading stuff going on this year.
Sure, what's up?
Some of us were wondering about the new grading policies and we wanted to know what led to this change.
Yeah, good question. So I think it's important that you know that these changes are not, first of all, they're not things that happened overnight. So it's been, I would say, 7 years or so we've been talking as a faculty. 7 years ago we formed a grading committee. So there was a member from each department, administrative team. I was a Spanish teacher at the time. And what we started to do as a committee was just to research what were the best practices around grading and also assessment too. You can't really talk about grading without talking about the way you assess. And right away in this committee we realized that a lot of our practices around grading were damaging even to student learning, and so we kind of knew that we had to start to think about how do we start to make a shift as a school. And so right away, I would say even 7 years ago, these changes started, and I think as students and as parents, you don't feel those changes because they've been pretty subtle and they happen gradually over time, but we do things quite a bit differently than we did 7 years ago. We also now, we have a school leadership team, which is kind of the same premise as the grading committee, but just for more things. So we have a representative, the chair, department leader from each team and our administrative team, and we talk about what are some good changes that we would make in the school and how are we going to make them. So one thing we decided is that we need to bring in an outside consultant, an expert, and so last February we brought in Tom Schimmer, who's a consultant. He's one of the leading assessment and grading consultants in the world, and he worked with our staff and the middle school staff for an entire day and really helped inform us on kind of what were the next steps we needed to take on making grading happening for learning, not just to rank and sort students. So I think as a staff we really say we have this set of beliefs about what is best about grading and assessment, and it's grounded in research, and we have practices, and those two have to align. We have to start doing what we know is best for student learning.